Welcome back to the Gillette Soccer Saturday, where the leaders Liverpool in the Premier League have taken care of business away at Bournemouth this afternoon, ending the Cherries' 11-match unbeaten run in the league. And for Liverpool, it's now 19 Premier League games unbeaten, but more significantly than that, they go 9 points clear at the top, still with that game in hand, and it's over to Arsenal against the champions Man City in the second part of Super Sunday tomorrow. Chris Boyd was watching this one, and if you're going to be champions, Chris, if you're going to win that second Premier League title, it's games like this you simply cannot lose. But how did Liverpool go to Bournemouth, where others have fallen, and get the win?
Well, I think if you look at the last two away games, they were at Brentford as well and managed to find a way to get that job done as well with 2 clean sheets, and that will be probably. I mean, I know Mo Salah's got the 2 goals, but I think I would be very surprised if Arne Slot doesn't mention Alisson, because he had some good saves at crucial times in the game, and that's the difference. You know, yes, you've got people at the top end of the pitch that can score goals, but if you've got a goalkeeper that's making saves as well, you know, Bournemouth carried a threat. They asked questions of Liverpool, but they found a way to break them down. The penalty kick, it is a penalty, there's no doubt about it. Good ball over the top from Andy Robertson, and Gakpo uses his pace, gets away from Lewis Cook, gets the wrong side of him. There's just a little clip there, but it's enough for him then to his legs get tangled up and he goes down, and Mo Salah makes no mistake about it from the penalty spot. And then you think, you know, Bournemouth had the goal chopped off. Kirkaz, I think it was Semenyo, went down the left-hand side, and you thought, just release it earlier. He didn't, he held on to it, and then when he did, Kirkaz had just went offside, and they cut it back, and Brooks had fired it in the back of the net. But the second one from Liverpool, I mean, it's a counter-attack goal as Clinton's thrown his paperwork away. It's a fantastic counter-attack from Liverpool. Curtis Jones to Sloboslai to, I think it was Luis Diaz. Then he works it out to the right-hand side to Mo Salah, and you know exactly what's going to happen. As soon as he gets in that area, he just opens up and just bends it away in the far corner. I mean, it was an unbelievable finish. You said it a few times today, Simon, that, you know, that's him took Frank Lampard. But when you look at it now, he's only 6 behind Sergio Aguero. He's 9 behind Andy Cole. There's 15 games left. You wouldn't be surprised if he goes past them before the end of the season.
We know how strong Liverpool have been defensively this season. They restrict Bournemouth to 3 shots on target in the game. You look at the likes of Tara a week ago against Nottingham Forest, Justin Kluivert the week before away at Newcastle United. We know how strong Liverpool are defensively. How did they deal with that threat today? How did they nullify them?
Well, I mean, I think, as I said there, you know, Bournemouth had a few opportunities. You know, they did. I mean, they hit the post twice. One the inside of it and went away, and then the second one, when Tavernier comes in and crashes it straight off the post and it comes back, and you thought Kluivert was just going to roll it into an empty net. He gets it all wrong. Blamed the pitch. I'm not quite sure about that, because there was absolutely nothing wrong with the surface.
On Ollie Watkins case,
it's one of those moments when you look behind you and you just hope there's a divot there,
but there wasn't.
There was nothing, and he put it into the stand. But you know, I think from Areola, I mean, he'll be disappointed to have lost the game, but he will also be happy. The run they've been on, 11 Premier League games without defeat, 12 in all competitions. He can be proud of the way his team went about their performance today, but unfortunately for them, they've run into a juggernaut, and Liverpool, I just can't see anybody stopping them. They're relentless.
And that's now, I think, 150 games where they've been leading at half-time and they haven't lost. That is an extraordinary record, isn't it?
It is, but, you know, you look at a lot of top teams, and when you start to, break down why they get success or how they get success, and you look at the goal scorers, you look at the goalkeeper, but I tell you what, Simon, to every single man from Liverpool works their socks off. I mean, Darwin Núñez came on and he's chased away back into the corner. I think it was Tavernier in the right-hand side. He's right in the corner. It's the last few minutes of the game, but he's back there defending for his team. The effort that every single one of them put in is incredible, and that's why they are where they are. They've got talented players, but we've seen it before. There's other teams that have got talented players, but they might not work as hard as what Liverpool do. When Liverpool are on it, they're working as hard as they are, and with the quality they've got someone, as I said, in Alisson making saves, but they've also got someone at the top end of the pitch that makes a difference. And 21 goals already for Mo Salah this season, 178 in the Premier League all in. I think we'll be adding to that tally before the end of the season.
It is absolutely extraordinary what Mo Salah is doing, not just this season, and it remains, we're in this weird position where no new contract, as far as we understand, is forthcoming, but he just continues to rattle in the goals. And you're right to mention that, because for a while after he scores from the penalty spot, that put him equal joint 6th with Frank Lampard on 177 Premier League goals. Incredible. Now, as you said, he moves on to 178. I mean, they simply... I know Merce doesn't think they will, but they've got to sort this contract out. You can't let someone like that go who continues to break these kind of records.
Yeah, but I don't think we'll listen to what Paul Merson's got to say on that, will we? Listen, they're going to have to. I think you can't look at Mo Salah and and I know Mercy's got his reasons for it.
You've just been crowned, by the way. You've just been announced as Arne Slot.
Yeah. I wish I was. I've got a little bit more here. Maybe he should move his about as well. But,
lovely bit of self-deprecation.
I think that when you look at Mo Salah and what he brings to Liverpool, he's always an outball.
There it is. There it is. I mean,
I'm on a different screen here, so you're confusing me.
Look at that.
I've got this Wolves and...
What are you looking at?
I've got Wolves and Aston Villa.
Well, I'm looking at the list. So obviously Shearer at the top, Harry Kane 213, Wayne Rooney, Andy Cole 187, Sergio Aguero, you mentioned him 184. Then comes Mo Salah. I mean, at the rate he's going to be overtaking those two above him this season, isn't he?
When you look at, 6 behind Sergio Aguero, 9 behind Andrew Cole, and 15 games left this season, I wouldn't be surprised if he overtakes the two of them before the end of the season. Wayne Rooney might be a little bit ahead of him right now, but if he signs another contract, you can only see one thing happening there as well. And, Harry Kane, well, he might come back to English football. You can see that Alan Shearer's still way out in front. But, for Mohamed Salah, they will have to get something sorted here. Liverpool cannot afford to let him go. They can't. There are even games where it wasn't his best game today. In terms of, you look at some other players and they weren't involved in the play all the time. But he's made the difference. 2 goals again. That's what he does. He just scores goals. He creates them as well. I think, 13, 14 assists in the Premier League this season as well. He is just everybody. Kerkaz had a really good game, but as soon as it goes there, you know what's going to happen. But you just can't stop it because he's so quick. I don't know Merce in terms of his ages, but he's performing. His body, he looks after himself so well. You could look at, Ronaldo with the obvious comparison in terms of the body shape and everything, but Mohamed Salah's like that as well. He's probably functioned like a 26, 27-year-old. Yeah, he might be 30, 31, whatever it is, but, his numbers right now are unbelievable and they ain't going to drop anytime soon.
And Clinton, if it's anything other than an Arsenal win against City tomorrow, is it game over in terms of the title race?
Yeah, I don't think a draw is good enough for Arsenal. I think relentless. We said Liverpool had some big tests. This was their biggest test. They've still got to play, I think, Man City and other teams in and around them.
Everton away next.
Everton away, which is a tough one in midweek as well. That's the rearranged game. And that will be tough after Everton's result. And it's the last time to play at Goodison Park, Merseyside derby. So the derby's always tough. But I think this was critical for Liverpool to get this big 3 points. Arsenal need a win. If Arsenal don't win, or if they only get a draw, I think the title race is over.
The Everton games, that's a week, because
they've
got the cup game during the week, then they've got Plymouth and the FA Cup. So, it's an opportunity. You would imagine that Arne Slot will, and during the week, it'll be a full team, to try and, overturn that deficit against Tottenham. The following week, Plymouth. But, you've got to give Plymouth, they went to Brentford and knocked them out the FA Cup as well, so you've got to give them some respect. But you'd imagine some changes will be made there ahead of that trip to Goodison. But for me right now, I just cannot see anyone stopping Liverpool. And they come from all angles as well. They're relentless.
And it's going to be fascinating soon. We'll come on and talk about what Everton did today at home to Leicester City. It was impressive. Yeah. But that game now for Liverpool, it's going to be tricky anyway because of the local rivalry and what's happened in previous games, particularly last season. But now with the form that Everton are in, that becomes another tough assignment for Liverpool. But they've shown today when the tough assignments come, they deliver.
Yeah, and I think that's...
What are you shaking your head at, Boydie, hey?
But I think that's what, we kept saying about Arne Slot at the start of the season. We were saying, well, he's got another challenge. Can he, can they show what they can do with this? And they just kept doing it. So whatever challenge that was put in front of them, they seem to be able to solve. There's still a lot of football to go, but you just feel Arsenal need to keep winning to keep up with this Liverpool side. 'Cause it was always going to be tough against the Bournemouth team that will create opportunities against you, but they've won that game. Now they'll be looking to the derby. What can they do there? The fact that they're still in, all of the competitions, the fact that they were able to rotate in the Champions League so they could save some of the players for the weekend is a bonus for them. But yeah, this side, the strength and depth that they've got, the manager that's added to what Jurgen Klopp had done, they're certainly the team to stop.